So OpenAI this week hit us with another one. Atlas web browser, an agentic web browser that can take control of your browser and that you can use for various tasks online. You can prompt with ChatGPT and have it integrated into the browser. You can use the agent, you could do research. And so from what I'm seeing, this kind of brings the ChatGPT experience to be more integrated with how you use your uh, internet. And it's now a direct competitor to other browsers on the market. We already know Google Chrome, which has been adding AI features to it. We know about the Comet browser with Perplexity right here that has similar features to what this Atlas browser has as well. Like Perplexity has the assistant, which ChatGPT has, and then the Opera browser, which launched not too long ago. And Opera browser is, from what I'm seeing, actually pretty impressive. They have something called Aria that is their chat that you can use, and it flows pretty well. In this video, I want to go through Atlas and kind of show what that user experience is like. It's been a lot of mixed reviews to it, and when you download the platform, you'll see that it's actually integrated with your ChatGPT. So you even see here the recommendations that they have: plan next Vibe Code Philly meetup, prototype paywall with Clerk and Stripe, news Asia mode, news by Hurricane Melissa. So it's kind of bringing together what you're already sort of discussing. So the Vibe Code Philly and then the paywall examples that they have here, this that actually comes from my history within ChatGPT, and then these other two are more kind of general or generic. And so now you can actually open up your ChatGPT here. You can pull up chats from the browser now, and so it's unifying that ChatGPT experience. So let's say I decided to use agent mode, for example. I clock the agent mode and I say something like, "Can you help me book a reservation at Alma de Cuba?" So this is a super basic example just to kind of see how it works. So it has here agent mode may introduce risk and so on. And it's kind of giving you that warning. All right, so it pulled this up, so saying it can't book the reservation, but it gives me instructions to do it. Interesting. And then it shows the different sites. Okay, so this is my first time actually like really using it for real. So it's got the search here, pulls up images, videos, news. Okay. So I was thinking that agent mode would be able to do something like this. Maybe I could try it again. Maybe agent mode wasn't on. Let's see. All right, so I put on the agent mode. Okay, very cool. I'll use a search to check Alma de Cuba. So now it's going through. I found a reference to a book Alma de Cuba page, and the user says it's not helpful. Interesting. Before I proceed, can you let me know how many people will be at your party? If there's anything else I should know, for example, you like a different location or seating preference, just let me know. All right, so there will be 7 people at the party, and this is Eastern time, Saturday, October 25th. Seating preference is going to be just regular. Let's see what it's got for us. Checking availability and it's showing you the reasoning as it's going along. I'm considering how best to take care of the user's request, which involves a party with 7 people. Okay, this is dope. So it's actually browsing to the site. And to my understanding, this Atlas browser, it's a Chromium extension. So it uses Google Chrome's open source version of Chrome. Oh, this is dope. First of all, the user experience of OpenAI's products, ChatGPT, whoever is really like manning the product at that company is just doing an incredible job because it's just such a sexy, soft, chic feel. I love the arrow, even just like the hover. The user experience is incredible. Um, and yeah, this is working. So actually browse to the site. It's showing you the process. It's telling you kind of like it's going through the reasoning of I found the show next available button. It's actually clicking it. Okay, there's no online availability within 2.5 hours of 6 p.m. So now it's asking me if I want to try a different date or time, or should I add you to the notification list, suggest calling the restaurant directly. And I think what's interesting about this is, for example, as you can start to connect the different pieces of this AI and agent ecosystem. For instance, you can use an MCP server. For those who aren't familiar, MCPs are like AI agent plugins for your AI agents and your large language models. Imagine connecting one of the voice platforms or APIs like Retail or Vappy to this, to where you have a number that's connected, and let's say it's not able to book the reservation as it is right now, and then it could just go ahead and make that call using like one of the agents, an outbound voice agent can go ahead and make the call to Alma de Cuba to then book the reservation that way. And when you're able to start creating these layered tasks like that, that would be pretty cool. But for this, I'm gonna say find the let's say earliest available time on Saturday. We're just doing this for a trial. All right, so you have here use cloud browser. All right, so it sounds like you can if you use the cloud, you can connect to your other platforms so that it can really take over that experience for you. All right, so let's see what it does. All right, expanding time selection. So it went to 4 p.m., but it's no availability then either. Now I went to 12 p.m. Damn, is it booked up like that? Let's try this. Find a restaurant similar and book it on Saturday the 25th at 6 p.m. Find a restaurant similar with availability. Let's see what it does with that. All right, so now it's opening up other restaurants and it's taking over, right? This is it's doing it all on its own. It pulled up this restaurant called Mixto. Okay, Cuban, just like Amo de Cuba. So it looks like Cuba Libre also doesn't have time available. That's just weird. You know what? I'm gonna say to book Continental Midtown for talk. Gotta see that 12 p.m. Continental Midtown shows right there. So let's just make sure that it can book, because it's kind of weird that there's no availability for any of these restaurants. And then I want to also try how this works with the cloud. So like the cloud mode that it mentions as well. Okay, cool. Okay. All right. So, all right. That's kind of a taste of how the browser works. Let's try something different now. If we go into this agent mode, okay, and then we have the browser memory as well, which it can remember what you've said previously or what you've done previously. Just remember about you. We've got tab search, and it looks like you can choose multiple at the same time. Agent mode, tab search. Interesting. All right, what should we do? Let's say this. Can you identify a landing page for a meditation app and then use it as inspiration to code our own, that you can use as inspiration to code our own, and then go ahead and develop the site with the coding language of your choice. Let's see what it does with that. So we have this web search, and then we have the cloud browser, but I'm just going to turn that on as well. So when you turn on the cloud browser, then you can connect your Google Drive, you can connect your Git. I'm just going to have these connected here, and let's just see what it does. You have to actually connect a repository for that. All right, let's just see it do its thing. All right, so looking up meditation apps, kind of curious to see how far it can take things. I feel like a product like this, you definitely have to kind of get a feel for it and use it over time to really make it work for you in a way that feels good and makes sense, and that can genuinely fit into your workflow. What I plan to do is I plan to just use the browser more as a regular browser. Maybe I use the chat as well. Like you have the assistant chat on the right side, and then from there, you can kind of just start seeing what's going to work best for you. All right, so I use the Headspace meditation app landing page inspiration. Headspace site is clear sections. Feel free to copy this code into an HTML file and open it as a browser to see the result. Okay, let's say this. Can you find a, let's say, cloud development environment and implement this as a preview? I think when it comes to this, and as I'm just kind of thinking about the way this operates, because obviously as you can see, you have to kind of chime in, you have to make decisions as well. But as you give it access to more of your credentials, as you do more tasks, and it's seeing what is done previously, then from there, and then as you use even some of these workflow builders like the OpenAI Agentic workflow builder, it can then go ahead and start taking more of those steps and start doing multiple steps on your behalf. And so I just, when I'm using this as I'm looking at this right now, what I see more than anything is potential. More than anything, I see potential. All right, so I said to use the cloud browser, and it looks like that. So I guess the cloud browser is what is running within here, And then if I'm not using a cloud browser, then it runs on different tabs, I suppose. Interesting. And then so I guess this kind of makes it a closed environment to where you can have your Google Drive connected, you can have Dropbox or these other even connectors here, Notion and things of that nature. All right, so it says locate a suitable cloud development environment. Here's a screenshot. So if I click this, all right, so this is what it did. All right, so now what if we don't use this cloud browser? Okay, do it again in a different style of your choice. Let's see what it says this time. All right, cool. So okay, so when you use the cloud browser, it does it literally within ChatGPT. When you turn that off, then it starts opening up new tabs for you, and will then take steps in that kind of way. And I like that a lot. I guess the reason why they have the cloud browser like that is because it keeps it enclosed, so it's more protected. It's more safe. This is as far as like the experience. It's a more frictionless user experience when it's opening up other tabs, because it's more along the lines of how you would kind of go about things, and then you could just take over and continue yourself. All right, just gonna capture a screenshot. Probably just let me just take over from there. All right, so it gave us a screenshot, but okay. So now, if let's say I close this, or hold on. All right, so here's what it drafted up. Experience piece within. Created this landing page here. I gave it agency. You get the chat windows. You can go back to ChatGPT here. Open up the tab. All right, and let me just paste this in real quick. It's cool. Yeah. So what I see with this is I see potential. I see a lot of potential between the cloud browser, being able to search the web, being able to open up new tabs on your behalf, being able to use that AI assistant on the side, being able to do quite a lot within this platform, being able to work logged in, logged out, being able to being able to integrate the connectors. And so it's a more, what it feels like is a more integrated ChatGPT experience. And I believe that this will continue to evolve, develop. They'll nurture this over time. This is just week one, right, of this release, and so I think again, from the user experience, product standpoint, no one does it better than OpenAI. So I'm looking forward to seeing kind of where this goes next. And that's what I got for you today. Hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you on the next one.